Hello everyone, welcome to GS Core. I am Krishna Gupta and today we'll be looking at the one day one answer, a daily answer writing initiative. So here the question for today is what are asteroids? Okay, so basically this is a question which is taken from the science and tech division, but it is also consisting certain parts of other areas, for example geography, for example the part of the extinction, that is the part of disaster. So let's look at the question. What are asteroids? This is the first key term. How real is the threat of them causing extinction of life? This is the second key term, that is the extinction of life. What strategies have been developed to prevent such catastrophe? This is the third keyword. Okay, so here we see that what is asteroid? If you want to describe the asteroids, so asteroids are basically rocky bodies which are orbiting around the sun. If this is sun, so they are rocky bodies which are basically orbiting the sun. We see that we have present of Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. After the Mars, we have one orbit which is called as the asteroid belt, which is called as asteroid belt. Basically, majority of the asteroids which are present, they are present in this asteroid belt. This asteroid belt, it is basically it is distinguishing the terrestrial planets with the Jovian planets which are after this. For example, we have Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Venus. Okay, so here what we see that these asteroid belts, they are present between the Mars and the Jupiter. So in this belt, these are the rocky bodies. These are the rocky bodies. So if we look at the some of the recent theories that how this asteroid belt has formed. So asteroids is basically when we see the planetesimals, when the planets were being formed. So asteroid belt is one of the bodies. It is basically the remnants of the unformed planet. It is the remnant of the unformed planet. So here we say that this is the way in which the asteroid belt has been formed. And we see that these asteroids, they are rotating around the sun, but certain times what we see, this is basically a definition for the asteroid, that what is a asteroid. So here we see that certain times the asteroids, they get deviated from their path and they move in different direction in the solar system. Okay, so here the first part of the question, it is basically we can we can see here that it is met by drawing the diagram and by showing that how is asteroid belt is being formed to the scientific view. Now in the second part, what we need to understand or what we need to write is how real is the threat. Okay, the threat we are talking about of them causing the extinction. So when we are talking about the extinction, when we are talking about the extinction, we have seen previous two important extinction before the planet, before this contemporary time. So one of the impact, it has taken place in the tertiary period. One of the impact, it has taken place in tertiary period. This impact has already taken place around we can say 60 to 65 million years ago. 60 to 65 million years ago, this impact, this asteroid impact, it is called as Chicxulub impact. Chicxulub impact. This Chicxulub impact, here the asteroid was almost 10 to 15 kilometers in length. So it had resulted into an extinction of almost 70 to 80% of life on Earth. It has caused the extinction of 70 to 80% of life on Earth. Not only the life which was present on the land, but also the life which was present on the water. It is said that this impact, it has basically taken place in the Mexico region. It has taken place in the Mexico region. This is the first impact which we have, which the scientific studies have been specified. There is another impact, okay, another impact which was called as S2 asteroid. S2 asteroid. This S2 asteroid, it was basically 35 to 50 kilometers in length. 35 to 50 kilometers in length, and this was a more devastating asteroid. This was a more devastating asteroid, and this asteroid which we see here, that it has basically impacted the Earth almost around 3.2 billion years ago. Okay, it has impacted around 3.2 billion years ago. So here we see that this was a quite older asteroid impact, but it has also resulted into almost 90%. It was more than 90% of extinction of life on Earth. More than 90% of the extinction of life on Earth. So through these two examples, we can understand that yes, the threat of the extinction of life because of the asteroid, it is very, very real. It is very, very real, and this can happen in the future also. This can happen in the future also. So what we can see here, this is the basic part, this is the basic thing we can see here, that yes, the threat is real. Now looking at the third part, what strategies have been developed to prevent such catastrophic events? So I'm not taking the concept part here, we have already seen it. I will be going with the third part of the question, that what strategies have been developed. When we talk about the strategies development, we see here that the asteroid deflection is one of the strategy. Asteroid deflection is one of the strategy. This asteroid deflection strategy, it is basically developed by NASA. Okay, it is developed by NASA, and it is called as the DART mission. It is called as DART. If you look at the full form of DART, it is Double Asteroid Redirection Test. Double Asteroid Redirection Test. This is one of the tests, this is one of the strategies which is taken into consideration. If we have, this is Earth and this is the asteroid which is coming towards the Earth. So what strategy it is taken up here, that certain missiles, they will be fired from the Earth, and these missiles, they will be diverting the trajectory of this asteroid while it is coming closer to the Earth. So this is one of the way, this is the one of way where the asteroid deflection technique, which has already been developed by the NASA, it is being taken into consideration. And here it is basically protecting the Earth from the potential asteroid impact. This is the first technique, or this is the first strategy. Second strategy we use here, that is the gravity tractor. The gravity tractor is another, we can say, strategy which is used here. So here the spacecraft, it will be taken near to the asteroid. Here it will be gradually, it will be altering the course of the asteroid by altering by the gravitational pull. So it will also be asteroid will be deflected through gravitational pull. It will be deflected through the gravitational pull. So by slowly pulling the asteroid over the time, this method could redirect the asteroid and it can help in averting such collision. So this is the gravity tractor, which is another technology which is under the test right now. Now, third type of strategy which is taken up here, that is the nuclear explosives. The nuclear explosives. Nuclear explosives are, we see that in case of we have a very large asteroid, okay, which is hard to deflect, which is difficult to deflect by using such two above given above technologies. So in case of that scenario, there will be using of the nuclear missiles. Okay, in case of this scenario, there will be using of the nuclear missiles. This nuclear missile, it will be impacting the asteroid and it will be breaking the asteroid into fragments. Now when we talk about the fragments, these fragments, they are also still potential hazard. They are also still a potential hazard, but these impacts will be of lower intensity. This asteroid impact will be of lower intensity. Therefore, we see here that either the alteration of the path can be done or the destruction of the asteroid can be done here. But also we see that the risks are also involved here, which will result into the fragmentation of the asteroid, and these asteroid fragments or the remnants of the asteroids, they will impact the earth, creating devastation. But yes, it will basically avert the catastrophe. It will basically avert the catastrophe. So here we can say that different technologies are provided here which can be used to avert the catastrophe which is done by the asteroids. So here in this question we can understand that what are the different what is an asteroid, where these asteroids are present, because of the gravitational pull of these planets, these asteroids, they get deflected from their course because of the gravitational pull, or because of the we can say the collision within the asteroids also, it results into the deviation of their paths, and they become a very hazardous or catastrophic kind of condition for the planets. For example, earth, we have seen the previous examples, we have evidences here which can evidence that they have been threat to the earth, causing extinction two times in the previous time. There might be other asteroid impacts also which we are not aware of, but these two impacts we are aware of. Okay, then what system we can use here to avoid such kind of collision is being provided here. Okay, so in this way we can structure our answer. We can use the concept of asteroid, we can use the concept of extinction, we can use the concept of we can say the technologies which are used here to avoid such catastrophes. So basically we see here that the combination of the tracking technology and the deflection methods, this is basically increasing the human capability to address the concern of asteroids and to avoid the threats of catastrophe which is provided by the asteroids. Okay, so in this way we can tackle this question which is basically from science and technology. So guys, do attempt the question and see you in the mentorship tomorrow. Thank you very much.